going on, everybody? So, I've been gone from YouTube a little bit, but I wanted to catch y'all up on everything that's going on with me. So, for those of y'all that don't know, that follow me on my YouTube channel, um, I've been having small strokes every now and then. I know one of my videos I posted that last year, last year I had a stroke, and it was my first one last year. My first big stroke that I had last year, and that was back in July. Now I had gone to the doctor and stuff, and they did they gave me an injection. I think it's called TIA or something like that. That ended up busting the blood clot that was traveling up to my brain. After that, I had no kind of brain damage, paralyzations, or anything like that. I was good to go. They put me on baby aspirin, and basically told me I was good to go. I could still train. I could still do basically whatever I wanted to do. He told me I did need to lose weight. At that time, I was like I want to say around 317. I was 317 pounds. So they told me I needed to lose weight. I needed to cut out red meat because I was eating a lot of red meat. I just started training again, and working out and stuff. So I was trying to get my protein from there, which I love red meat. Who doesn't? But, they said my cholesterol level was a little high. So they had put me on cholesterol pills. Baby aspirin, and stuff like that, plus my regular medication. And my neurologist had put me on a headache medicine, just in case I was getting severe headaches and stuff like that. Never really got any, but just in case. So the other night, it's probably about, let's see, today's Sunday. So it was, I want to say, it was last Sunday actually. It was like 1 in the morning. I was asleep, and I ended up waking up because I felt like the side of my face was asleep, like whenever you lay down too long on one side. Sorry about that, my phone is going off. So anyways, side of my face felt like it was asleep. Actually, the whole side of my body did. Didn't think nothing of it. I woke up, sat up. I tried to yawn. When I yawned, I could feel that my left side was paralyzed. I tried to smile, and same thing. I could feel my left side wasn't doing nothing. So, at night when I go to sleep, I have real bad anxiety. So sometimes it's hard for me to go to sleep. So I take 2 of my anxiety pills, and it pretty much knocks me out until the next day. So I was kind of groggy, or whatever you could say, and I was freaking out a little bit, but I ended up talking myself down. I tried to holler for my daughter. I could not speak whatsoever. So it freaked me out even more. I was trying to put on my shorts so I could get up and try and walk and stuff. As I was putting on my shorts, I got the feeling back in my face, back in my arms and stuff. So what did I do? I just went back to sleep. Not the smartest thing to do, I know. The next day I went to the gym. Didn't really think nothing of it. I went to the gym and everything. I ended up coaching one of the classes, and then I ended up coaching lunch class. Well, when I came back home, I ate. While I was coaching lunch class, I felt my arm tingly, and like the fingertips and stuff going numb, which I do have neuropathy in my arms and stuff like that. So I chalked it up to that. But I started feeling that and didn't think nothing of it. Just telling myself, get through lunch class, then you can come back later on and start training and stuff like that. So got through lunch class, coaching, and I came home, made me something to eat, which was a salad. I ate my salad, and I was just chilling, watching TV. I was chilling in the living room watching TV, and then I started feeling the tingling again in my arm. So whenever I was in the hospital last year, they had showed me a little exercise or not exercise, but a little, I guess you could say, a little thing that you do to see about if you're having a stroke or whatever. Some people say to smile in the mirror, and if your face is droopy, then that means something. But the beginning starts of a stroke, if you reach out your arms like this and one arm's lower than the other, or it starts drooping down, that means you are having a stroke or something neurologically is wrong with your head, and to go to the hospital. So I did that, raised my arms out, and when I did, my left arm was about right here. Could not lift it up any higher. At that point, I was like, crap, I need to go to the hospital. So I got a ride. I had my mom take me up there to the hospital. My daughter stayed with me up there. Went in there, didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think I was having another stroke. But they got me in, and they ran tests on me. They did blood work. They did a CT scan of my head. They did an MRI. They did X-rays. The full workup on me, and sure enough, they came back and said that I had a little mild stroke again. I told them what had happened the night before when I was asleep, and of course I got in trouble by the doctor because he said that was probably a higher stroke that I had, and I was lucky that I didn't get any brain damage to my head. So I counting the small one that I had as my third one. I've had other little ones that I never went to the hospital for. Now that I know what to look for, I can say I've probably had like 4 or 5. And I just didn't know about them, like I do now. I didn't know what to look for, really, besides what Google says. And mainly Google just says, look in the mirror, see if you smile, face is droopy, you need to go. If you have a headache, throwing up, you need to go. But yeah, so they ended up admitting me into the hospital, trying to figure out, what was going on with me. The doctors pretty much really didn't know, because I've lost around 70 plus pounds. I'm in way better health than what I was before. My, when I was overweight, when I was really overweight, my resting heart rate was in the 80s and 90s, and that's on the verge of a heart attack. Now my resting heart rate is like 55. When I go to sleep, it's like 43. So, as I was in the hospital, I had the little heart monitor thing connected to me, and nurses were freaking out left and right because they didn't know that my resting heart rate was that low and stuff like that. So, I'm 41 years old, had Vegas coming up in 2 weeks, well, now a week, for Master Worlds, and the doctor came in and told me that they came in and they had set up a ultrasound of my heart to see what was going on with it. Well, in the midst of that, they said that they found a hole in my heart. He came in, said they found a little hole in my heart, and that they were going to do a CT scan with the contrast of my heart to figure out what was going on. see how big the hole was, see if it was manageable, and basically probably just put me on higher regular blood thinners, to where if that happens, I would not be able to train, I would not be able to compete anymore, and that pretty much broke me. Uh, you know, I got back into jiu-jitsu with the mindset that I was gonna start training hard. I was gonna start competing, because I gave up mixed martial arts whenever I found out I had the injury that I had in my head. So I was taking jiu-jitsu seriously, and competing every month at IBJJS, pretty much flying to Florida, flying to Vegas, Dallas, Austin, Houston. Every month that we were going somewhere to go compete, and all day, every day, I was in the gym training, working out, running, losing the weight that I had to lose, setting my goals and crushing them, and being told that I couldn't be able to compete anymore like that. It crushed me. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry. But he said it was manageable, but told me that there is no surgery for it if there was a hole in my heart. And that's what he left me with. So luckily I have a friend that had the same issue, and she told me about the surgery that she had. So I looked into it, called her cardiologist, and found out they accept my insurance. Found out that I could have the surgery, but I would just need to tell my doctor that I wanted to be referred to them. Well, I ended up doing the CT scan of my heart with the contrast, and the next day they came in and told me, before he could even say anything, I told him, look, I did my research, my friend did her research, I want to have surgery. I know I can have surgery, I know I can fix the hole in my heart. I want to have surgery so I can take 6 months of recovery and start competing again. Because this is something like I love. Like, people talk about jiu-jitsu being your sanity, like it really is. It's my sanity. For those of y'all that don't know, I was an alcoholic for like 13 years, and I've been sober for 10 already. I don't drink that much, or I say that much. I don't drink, but I'm really scared that if I can't do jiu-jitsu anymore and I have to go to blood thinners, and I know you're not supposed to drink with blood thinners, but I'm gonna be in the mindset that I don't care. And I have my family to live for. I know that, and I know I'm sounding selfish, but it's just like when something's being ripped away from you, like at that moment you're gonna be like, you don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So that's something that I'm scared of. I know how my mind is, and I know how when I get upset or get angry, how it works, and the steps that I will want to take, and of just not giving a shit. And I would still, some of y'all are gonna say, well, you can still coach, yeah, and I could still coach, but it's not the same as training, getting those hard rolls in, putting in like rolling 10 straight rounds, of hard rolls and stuff with your teammates, getting them ready for competitions, you getting ready for competitions. It's not the same. And then going out there to go compete, it's not like competing is something that I love. I love doing it, and being told that that's going to be taken away from me is, I guess, like ripping my heart out, man. So I told the doctor, like, hey, I want to be referred to this cardiologist, or cardiovascular surgeon, and I want to get surgery. I want to have surgery done. Well, he told me that from the CT scan, it shows that I don't have a hole in my heart. And I was like, I was dumbfounded. I was like, well, what are you talking about? Like, you told me earlier, or you told me yesterday that I did. How can y'all mix that up? So supposedly, the doctor, one of the doctors that looks at the images, said that he saw a hole in my heart, told my hospital doctor, which then came and told me without looking at the images himself. So he said whenever he saw the CT scan of my heart and it didn't show any holes or anything like that, he called 3 other doctors up and then called the doctor that said that they had found the hole, and they were looking at the first image to see what he was talking about. Where did he see the hole? He pointed it out to them, and they brought the second image side by side and was looking and determined that it was a vein or the flap in my heart shadow that looked like a hole. So, and the CT scan with the contrast shows full thing of my heart, you know, just like this, and shows that there's no hole. So it's determined that I don't have a hole in my heart, but what I have is called an pulmonary shunt. So that means that on the right side of your heart, the right side of your heart pumps out blood, and it goes to the left side of your heart for oxygen, which then goes out into your body and stuff. What my heart is doing is it's pumping blood on the right side of my heart, and it's bypassing the left side of my heart, going straight to my lungs without oxygen, which is then turning into blood clots. And it's sending out different small blood clots. And then the baby aspirin is breaking some of them up, and some of them aren't getting broken up, which is then causing me to have my little strokes. So he said with that, there is no surgery that could be done. He said he wanted to get my blood done and send it off to the Mayo Clinic. So what he did was they took 14 vials of blood from me and they sent it off to the Mayo Clinic. I won't hear nothing back probably for like another 2 or 3 weeks. When I have my doctor visit with my doctor, he should have the results of my blood, and determining that if it is something having to do with my blood, then I will have to be put on actual blood thinners that will cause me to stop training and competing. But I am not going to stop there. I'm determined to make sure I'm going to get a second opinion, and I am going to call my cardiologist or my friend's cardiologist tomorrow and see if and when they can get me in so I can actually get another test done of my heart to make sure that I don't have an actual hole in my heart. And the way they'll do that is they'll put a scope down my throat. They'll put me under, of course, put a scope down my throat with a little camera, go around, look around to see if my heart, see if there's a hole or not. And if I do have a hole, then I'm gonna have surgery. I'm gonna have heart surgery. Do I want to have it? No. And if it comes out that I don't have a hole in my heart and it is just a pulmonary shunt, I will ask that doctor, the cardiovascular doctor, what kind of surgery, what there is that I can do besides being on blood thinners, because I'm not gonna lay down and just take blood thinners. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to do it. I want to be able to compete. I don't want this taken away from me. You know, my family backs me up on it. They know how much jiu-jitsu means to me, and you know, they know where my mind's at with it. So, we're not gonna just lay down and and take this, oh, you're just gonna be on blood thinners and that's it. Not gonna happen. Um, they did another test on me where they did an ultrasound of my legs and my arms to make sure nothing was clotting up, and that's how I was released from the hospital day before yesterday, on Friday. Um, there was no clots in my legs or my arms, so the doctor said I was good to go. He just moved me up to adult aspirin from baby aspirin, so I have to take that once a day. And as of right now, I can still train. Yesterday and today, well, Friday, yesterday, I felt drained. I felt tired, and I think that was just from the hospital stay because I couldn't do nothing in the hospital. I wanted to get up, I wanted to do push-ups, I wanted to do crunches, I wanted to work out in there, man, but I had that heart monitor on me, and if I tried, I would have probably gotten in trouble. But I just had to lay there, and I hated it. Like, I went crazy. Thankfully, my daughter was there, and my daughter Trinity, you know, she's the best, man. You know, she was there with me the whole time, you know, and helping me make this decision to have surgery, if I can, so I don't stop competing. But you know, as of right now, I can still train, I can still work out. Like the doctor said and the nurses, I'm still, what they said is like a ticking time bomb. I can have a stroke, another one, whenever. I can have one when I'm working out, I can have one when I'm training, I can have one when I'm just walking or just sitting down. I was sitting on the couch when I was having that one. I wasn't doing nothing. You know, I wasn't working out beforehand, I was coaching. And, you know, so my strokes have nothing to do with me pushing myself, you know, to my limit or pushing myself and stuff in the gym. It has nothing to do with that. And I know a lot of my friends and family are scared that if I start working out again and start training that something bad's gonna happen. But like the doctor said, I could be walking out to the car and boom, I could have a little stroke. So my thing is, I just need to be aware of everything, of the signs and all that while I'm working out. And when I feel like something is going wrong, not to hesitate and just call 911 or drive myself to the hospital, which I got in trouble for that too. So I'll probably just call 911 or have somebody call 911 for me. You know, and just carry my adult aspirin with me. Every time, everywhere I go, you know, it sucks and it's gonna suck, but hey, I'd rather be alive than croak over and pass away, you know. But hey, that's all I wanted to tell y'all. I will keep y'all informed and let y'all know what the outcome of everything is. If y'all follow me on here, and this is the only place where y'all follow me, you know, y'all can follow me on Facebook. My name is Emilio Sanchez, and you know, I'm on Instagram, and my Instagram tag is Emilio Rare Breed Sanchez. I have a TikTok, I believe that one's Rare Breed also. You know, so yeah, y'all can follow me on those platforms. And you know, as of right now, Vegas is canceled. I'm not gonna compete because I think that would probably be pushing it, especially with me not knowing for sure what's going on. I don't want to be in another state and something happened to me and I end up passing away over there. If I pass away, I want to pass away where I'm here with my family. But I don't want to pass away. And you know, so far God is taking care of me. He's waking me up every day, and you know, I'll be back to training and coaching tomorrow and the rest of the week. And so yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, catch y'all up on everything. And I want to say thank you to everyone, every single one of my family, my friends that prayed for me, kept me in their thoughts, that tried to go up there to go see me, and I'm sorry I told y'all couldn't, but it was because the whole COVID thing, the hospital would only let one person in, and I wanted my daughter there more than anything. You know, I wanted my mom and my daughter there, but they ended up kicking my mom out because I could only have one person. Um, and my mom wanted me to have my daughter there. So, but man, I want to say thank y'all so much, especially to my coaches too, my teammates. Y'all mean the world to me, and that's another reason why I can't step away from this sport, man. Like, y'all have literally became my family. Every single one of y'all, from the kids up to the adults, and even some of the kids' parents. Like, y'all mean the world to me, and I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, and say I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and we will get this figured out. All right, peace.